If God's advice has touched your heart, you can support the channel by donating via the QR code or the link in the description. May God bless you.
You didn't arrive here by chance. This was not random scrolling that brought you to this moment. This was divine direction, a pull from heaven itself that brought you to this exact message at this exact time. Just by clicking on this video, you have already activated something in the spiritual realm. Before you even hear another word, I want you to know that heaven is already moving on your behalf. The moment you chose to stay, angels began to position themselves around situations that have been weighing on your heart. I, the Lord your God, speak to you now with clarity and purpose. I have a message prepared specifically for you, a word that carries your name, a promise that has been waiting for this precise moment to be released into your life. This is not a message for everyone. This is for you, the one who has been carrying burdens in silence, the one who has been fighting battles no one else can see, the one who has been waiting for breakthrough, while pretending everything is fine. Click like on this video right now and publicly declare that you recognize me as the author of your story. When you do this, you are activating heaven, silencing hell, and opening the way for what belongs to you. This simple act is not just engagement, it is spiritual warfare. It is you saying yes to my plan and no to everything that has been blocking your blessing. There is an inheritance with your name on it. There is a breakthrough that has been prepared, signed, and sealed in the heavenly realms. It has been waiting for you to step into this moment of recognition, this moment of surrender, this moment of bold faith for too long. Something has stood between you and what belongs to you. Today, I am removing that obstacle. Today, I am breaking what has been blocking you today. Everything changes, but I need you to understand something. The heaviness you have been feeling is not just in your head. The anxiety that wakes you at 3 a.m. is not just stress. The exhaustion that doesn't go away no matter how much you rest is not just physical tiredness. You have been in a battle, a real battle, a spiritual battle that attacks what you cannot see but can certainly feel. You have prayed, but the prayers felt like they hit the ceiling and bounced back down. You have worked harder than anyone around you, but the results never matched your effort. You have given your absolute best, but somehow it has never been enough to satisfy those watching. You have tried to stay positive, to keep your faith strong, to believe things would change, but the weight keeps pressing down heavier with each passing day. You have smiled through pain that would have broken others. You have carried everyone else's burdens while your own heart was shattering into pieces. You have shown up for people who needed you when you had absolutely nothing left to give yourself. You have been the strong one, the reliable one, the one everyone leans on. But inside you have been screaming for someone to ask if you are okay. You have pushed through days when getting out of bed felt impossible. You have functioned when you were running on empty. You have made decisions when your mind was foggy with exhaustion. You have smiled at gatherings when you wanted to escape and cry. You have celebrated others when your own heart was breaking over delayed promises. I saw every moment. I saw every tear you wiped away before anyone could notice the pain in your eyes. I saw every time you wanted to scream at the injustice but stayed silent to keep the peace. I saw every night you cried yourself to sleep, wondering when things would finally change, if things would ever change, or if this was just how life would always be. You have felt it, haven't you? The strange anxiety that comes out of nowhere, gripping your chest when everything seems fine on the surface. The heaviness in your home that you cannot explain to anyone without sounding dramatic. The discomfort after certain people visit that lingers long after they leave. The restlessness in places where you used to find peace, as if something shifted, but you cannot identify what changed. Have you noticed how the same problems keep repeating in different forms? How certain tensions never fully resolve no matter how many conversations you have. How some relationships drain you, even when they appear loving and supportive on the surface. How you feel more tired after spending time with certain people than you did before you saw them. This is not coincidence. This is a pattern. This is a sign of warfare you didn't even know you were fighting. You have questioned yourself. You have wondered if you were being too sensitive, too dramatic, too spiritual about things that seemed normal. But I tell you, your spirit was discerning what your mind couldn't yet understand. The exhaustion you feel after certain conversations, The unease after specific visitors leave your home, the lack of rest in your own space. These are not random feelings, they are spiritual signals, and despite everything, you are still here. Despite the weight, the confusion, the disappointment, the hurt, you didn't walk away. Even wounded, you kept going. Even tired, you kept believing. Even when it didn't make sense, you kept trusting. That persistence, that faithfulness, that stubborn hope you have held on to, that is what qualifies you for what I am about to do in your life. Now let me reveal to you what has been happening in the realm you cannot see. Your blessing was never lost. It was held back. There is a significant difference. There are accusations in the spiritual world trying to block your harvest. There is envy from those who smile at you. There are bindings from family patterns you didn't create. There are openings from things you unknowingly allowed into your life. That is why you feel like you work but never see the results you deserve. That is why doors that should open stay closed. That is why relationships that should flourish stay stuck. That is why provision that should flow stays limited. Your home, the place where you should find rest and restoration, has become a battleground where unseen forces clash over your destiny. Every room, every corner, every conversation, every object carries energy that is either advancing you toward my purposes or holding you back from what I have prepared. I have seen people enter your space bringing troubling energies they don't even know they carry. They walk in with smiles, but behind those smiles are spirits of envy, jealousy, and competition. They speak kind words, but underneath those words are curses wrapped in compliments. They bring gifts, but those gifts carry memories of places and people that don't honor me. I have seen objects come in as innocent gifts, things that seemed harmless, but carrying with them the spiritual residue of curse and negativity. A piece of art from someone's home where witchcraft was practiced. Clothing from someone going through spiritual darkness. Items given with impure motives, not blessing but manipulation attached. I have heard words spoken in the name of friendship that were actually arrows carefully aimed at your peace. Backhanded compliments designed to plant seeds of insecurity. Questions framed as concern but meant to extract information that would later be used against you. Advice given not to help you but to confuse and misdirect you. None of this escaped my notice. I saw it all. I recorded every attack. I marked every assault against your destiny. I documented every scheme designed to derail what I am building in your life. Your lineage, your family name, it carries history that goes back generations. Some of that history includes covenants made by ancestors who didn't know me, curses spoken by those who envied your family line and wanted to see it fail, patterns of limitation, poverty, sickness, and broken relationships that have repeated for so long they seem normal. Addictions that run through family trees like genetic traits, but are actually spiritual bondage passed down. Relationship failures that appear in every generation as if scripted. Financial struggle that persists no matter how hard people work or how smart they are. These are not natural patterns. These are spiritual chains. This is not your fault. You didn't create these openings. You didn't make these agreements. You weren't even alive when some of these curses were spoken or covenants were established. But the enemy doesn't care about fairness. He uses whatever access he can find, and family lines provide wide open doors when they haven't been sealed by my blood. But today, I am giving you the authority to close every door your ancestors left open. Today, I am breaking what has been binding your bloodline for generations. Today, I am cutting cords that connect you to patterns that were never my design for your family. And today, I am giving you that authority. Today, I am breaking what has been binding your bloodline. Today, I am closing doors that have been open for too long. I myself am untying every knot that the enemy has placed around your finances. I myself am breaking every chain that has limited your relationships. I myself am cleaning every contamination that entered your home through objects, words, or the presence of people who did not carry my spirit. I am cutting cords of emotional manipulation that have drained your energy. I am severing soul ties that have kept you attached to what was meant to be released. I am breaking agreements in the spiritual realm that you never knew existed but have been affecting your reality. The number 777 is appearing before you now as a sign of completion, perfection, and divine intervention. When you see this number, Know that heaven is aligning with earth on your behalf. This number represents the breaking of every limitation, the completion of every test, the perfection of my timing in your situation. Write 777 in the comments right now to activate this promise with all your faith. Declare it boldly. Type it with intention. This is not superstition. This is spiritual activation. You are agreeing with heaven and disagreeing with every voice that has said you will never see breakthrough. Now hear what I am releasing over your life. I am releasing angels with spiritual documents signed in your name. These documents carry your inheritance, your blessing, your breakthrough. They have been prepared and they are now being delivered. I am reactivating promises you thought were buried. Dreams you let go of because they seemed impossible are being resurrected. Visions I gave you years ago that you stopped believing in are coming back to life. I am rebuilding areas the enemy destroyed. What looked like permanent damage is being restored. What seemed beyond repair is being made new. What appeared to be over is getting a fresh beginning. I am releasing blessings that were held back by spiritual interference. Financial provision that should have reached you months ago is now being released. Opportunities that were blocked are now opening. Connections that were prevented are now being established. Your finances, they will shift in ways that surprise you. What was a slow trickle will become a steady flow. What was barely enough will become more than sufficient. What required struggle will come with ease. Money that was owed to you will suddenly be paid. Opportunities that seemed to pass you by will circle back. Ideas that were dismissed will be reconsidered and valued. You will no longer have to beg for what belongs to you. You will no longer have to explain your worth to people who should already see it. You will no longer have to chase after provision because provision will begin to chase after you. The places that rejected you will reach out wanting what you carry. The opportunities that closed will reopen with better terms. The connections that ended will be replaced with relationships that actually value you. Your relationships, they will transform completely. What was toxic will be removed without you having to fight for the separation. What was draining will be replaced with connections that energize you. What was confusing will become crystal clear. New people are coming into your life. These are not random connections. These are divine appointments. People who speak your language, who understand your vision, who carry the same burden for the things that matter to you. You will recognize them by the peace you feel in their presence. You will know them by the way they add to your life instead of constantly taking. You will see the difference between those I send and those the enemy plants. And the relationships that remain from your past season, they will be purified. What was shallow will become deep. What was surface level will become substantial. What was held together by obligation will be renewed in genuine love. Your home, it will become a sanctuary unlike anything you have experienced before. Where there was heaviness pressing down on your spirit, there will be lightness that makes you feel like you can breathe again. Where there was tension that you could cut with a knife, there will be peace so thick you can feel it the moment you walk through the door. Where there was spiritual attack manifesting as constant arguments, unexplained sickness and financial lack, there will be divine protection creating a shield around your dwelling place. Your home will become a place where angels are stationed at every entry point. Where the enemy once had access, he will now find doors locked and guarded. People will feel the difference when they enter your space. Some will be drawn to the presence they sense there. Others will feel uncomfortable because they cannot operate in that atmosphere. Both reactions will show you who belongs in your life and who doesn't. Your health, it will improve dramatically. The unexplained symptoms that doctors couldn't diagnose will fade away as the spiritual roots are cut. The chronic exhaustion that made every day feel like a battle will lift as the demonic drains are sealed. The anxiety that gripped your chest and stole your peace will lose its power as you step into the security I provide. Rest will return to your body in a way you haven't experienced in years. Sleep will become refreshing again instead of just another struggle. Your mind will clear like fog lifting on a sunny morning. Energy will return not just to get through the day, but to actually enjoy your life, your purpose. It will become so clear that you will wonder how you ever doubted it. The confusion about your direction will dissolve like mist in sunlight. The questions that kept you second-guessing yourself will be answered with such clarity that you will move forward with confidence. The certainty you have been seeking will emerge from deep within your spirit. You will know what to say yes to and what to decline. You will recognize opportunities that align with your calling and distractions disguised as opportunities. You will walk with assurance because you will hear my voice clearly guiding each step. In the next 12 hours you will receive a sign. It may be a message, a phone call, an unexpected opportunity, or a sudden shift in a situation that has been stuck. Pay attention. This is confirmation that heaven is moving. Before the end of this month, you will see tangible evidence of breakthrough. Something that seemed impossible will shift. A door that was closed will open. A situation that looked dead will show signs of life. What was once a source of shame will become a testimony of my power. What was once a point of failure will become a platform for my glory. What was once used to discourage you will become evidence of my faithfulness. Where people once questioned your choices, they will see my wisdom. Where they once doubted your direction, they will witness my guidance. Where they once spoke against you, they will have nothing to say because the evidence of my blessing will be undeniable. Even those who envy you will not be able to deny what I am doing. Even those who worked against you will have to acknowledge that your God is real. Even those who left you will see what they missed by not staying. Doors are opening that no person can shut. Connections are forming that no enemy can block. Provision is being released that no force can withhold. This is not temporary relief. This is permanent transformation. This is not a quick fix. This is a fundamental shift. This is not just better circumstances. This is a new season. I saw every tear you cried in private, the ones you hid in the shower so no one would hear you sobbing. I heard every prayer you whispered when you thought no one was listening. The desperate pleas at 2 a.m. when sleep wouldn't come. I felt every moment of disappointment when things didn't work out the way you hoped, when the door you were certain would open slammed shut in your face. I was there when you wanted to give up but chose to hold on for one more day. I was there when you questioned if I heard you but decided to keep believing anyway. I was there when everything in you wanted to walk away, but something in your spirit, something you couldn't even explain, said stay, just a little longer. I saw you on your knees when the weight was too heavy to carry standing up. I saw you pace the floor when anxiety wouldn't let you sit still. I saw you stare at the ceiling in the middle of the night, running conversations through your mind, trying to make sense of relationships that stopped making sense. I heard the prayers you prayed in your car before walking into situations that terrified you. I heard the silent cries of your heart when you smiled and said you were fine even though you were falling apart. I heard your voice break when you talked to me about promises that seemed to be taking forever. I recorded every sacrifice you made that no one else noticed or appreciated. I marked every act of faithfulness when it would have been easier to compromise. I noted every time you chose obedience when it cost you something valuable, when it cost you relationships, when it cost you opportunities, when it cost you comfort. None of it was in vain. None of it was wasted. None of it went unnoticed or unrecorded in heaven. Do you remember when I spoke to you about this season? Do you remember the dream I gave you years ago? Do you remember the words someone spoke over you that resonated so deeply in your spirit? That wasn't your imagination. That wasn't wishful thinking. That was me planting a seed, showing you what was coming, preparing you for this moment. Everything you have been through, every delay, every closed door, every disappointment, it wasn't punishment. It was preparation. Sometimes delay is not denial. It is alignment. Sometimes waiting is not wasting time. It is gaining position. What looked like a setback was actually setting you up. What felt like a loss was actually protecting you from something that would have derailed you. What seemed like rejection was actually redirection towards something better. Nothing was wasted. The pain taught you compassion. The struggle built your strength. The waiting developed your patience. The testing proved your faith. And now, all of that is about to make sense. But as you step into this new season, you must understand something critical. Not everyone can walk with you where I am taking you. Not everyone is ready for the version of you that is emerging. Not everyone will celebrate what I am doing in your life. You are about to face tests of a different kind. The enemy, knowing he is losing ground, will send final attempts to distract you, discourage you, or derail you. Be alert, be discerning, be wise. Not everyone who comes near you is meant to help you grow. Some are sent to drain your energy, steal your joy, or plant seeds of doubt. Learn to recognize the difference between those who add to your life and those who subtract from it. Don't share everything with everyone. Protect your dreams. Guard your vision. Keep certain things between you and me until the time is right to share them publicly. There will be people who smile at you but speak against you. There will be those who act supportive but secretly hope you fail. There will be voices that seem helpful but are actually leading you off course. I will give you discernment. You will feel peace with those who carry my spirit and discomfort with those who don't. Don't ignore these signals. Your spirit knows what your mind might miss. Keep your heart pure as the blessings come. Don't let success make you forget the source. Don't let provision make you proud. Don't let breakthrough make you believe you did it on your own. Stay grateful. Remain humble. Keep seeking me with the same desperation you had when you were in the valley. The blessing is not just for you to consume. It is for you to distribute. You are called to be a channel, not a container. When I bless you, it is so you can bless others. When I elevate you, it is so you can lift others. When I provide for you, it is so you can be provision for someone else. Never forget that. Honor me when the blessing comes. Give me glory when the breakthrough manifests. Testify about my faithfulness when others ask how things changed. Point them to me, not to your own effort or ability. If you felt this word touch your soul, if something inside you resonated with this message, if your spirit witnessed to the truth of what I just spoke, plant faith right now. Like this video as an act of agreement with heaven. Write in the comments, I received the financial miracle that carries my name. Don't just read those words, declare them with your whole heart. This is not empty confession, this is spiritual warfare. You are claiming what belongs to you. Share this video with someone who needs to hear this message. You know who they are. The person whose face just came to your mind, the one who has been struggling in silence, the one who is about to give up. Send this to them right now. When you share this word, you become a prophetic voice in someone else's life. You become a carrier of hope. You become a vessel I use to reach someone who desperately needs to hear that breakthrough is coming. I will bless your obedience. I will honor your willingness to be used. I will multiply the blessing in your life because you chose to be a blessing to someone else. Don't keep silent about what I am doing. The enemy wants you to stay quiet, to keep your testimony private, to hide your breakthrough. But I want you to be loud about my goodness. I want you to shout about my faithfulness. I want your story to encourage others to believe. Subscribe to this channel so you don't miss the next word I have for you. This is not the only message I have prepared. There are more words coming, more revelations being released, more promises being spoken over your life. Stay connected to this source. Stay plugged into this word. Stay hungry for what I am releasing. Those who stay close to my voice will always be ahead of what the enemy is planning. Now I speak my final word over you. I declare that every chain is broken right now. Every limitation is removed. Every obstacle is cleared. Every door that needs to open is swinging wide. Every provision that belongs to you is being released. I declare that your home is consecrated. Your relationships are purified. Your mind is clear. Your heart is at peace. And your future is secured. What was delayed is now accelerated. What was blocked is now flowing. What was denied is now granted. I speak protection over your sleep. I speak clarity over your decisions. I speak favor over your interactions. I speak multiplication over your resources. I speak restoration over your losses. The battle you have been fighting is over. The struggle that exhausted you is ending. The weight that pressed you down is lifting. Victory is yours. Breakthrough is here. The new season has begun. Walk in it with confidence. Receive it with gratitude. Protect it with wisdom. Share it with generosity. And never forget who brought you through. I am the Lord your God, and I have spoken. Let it be done according to my word. Amen.